Whoa, that was a long break. Whew, 2 weeks in fact. Yeah, just a recap because it's been such a long break. You guys let out an ancient evil across the land, and the world ends. And
Two of us.
now we're going to play Made RPG.
Excellent.
I knew you'd be down. But yeah, Drabro and Orzov, they went through a series of doorways, doing a shitty door puzzle. It's alright, I made it, I can say that it's shitty. And fought a whole bunch of...
See your adventure game?
Yes. Click on the left of the screen. Oops! Wrong way. Click on the right of the screen. Ah! How did you figure it out? You released a...
Use wax lips on the rhinoceros.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. Do you have any items in your inventory that could help? Ooh, you have a key. Click on
Do you
the
have
key.
any potions or food?
You need to get your combat multiplier even higher. Yeah, you guys fought some weird windy fart monster that was basically a ghost dragony thing that wrecked your shit. But you ended up dealing with it before it completely destroyed your face. And completed the puzzle, or you think completed it successfully, maybe? I don't know. But when you got outside, it looked like a whole bunch of weird shit had happened. Some massive thing had left a large trail leading from the area that you had just come out at. And it was... thanks for the sneeze in the background. It was heading off into the wastelands in the direction of the city. You then decided to follow this trail, and it did indeed return to the city. But then the trail became fainter and fainter until it was no longer traceable, which is impressive because that thing was very obviously like massive as big as, heaps big as. When you guys finished the puzzle as well, some weird stuff was felt throughout the rest of the town. I believe either I was thinking that, or I did in fact say it. One of the two. Did I say it? I can't remember. I know I was thinking.
I don't think you said it.
Did I not?
So what happened in the town?
Did I not? Did I really? I might have just been thinking of it because I went on that break and we didn't affect anyone in town.
Awkward. What happened?
When they finished the puzzle, what was happening throughout town, which I might not have covered. Hang on, Alicia's just playing some horrendous noise and doesn't know where it's coming from.
That's not a nice way to talk about her talking.
Jesus Christ, it was loud. What was I saying? Nothing happened. Nothing was out of the ordinary. Now, when you finished the puzzle, back in the city, some weird stuff was going on. A lot of people were looking around, and I believe Nuclear Potato, his character, Edeasis or Society, had discovered some strange happenings around the lighthouse. It appeared a group of people that were on the train were spotted there meeting with some other people. He then tried to look in the building near the lighthouse, which turned out to be a storage shed, but had some some hint that some magic was used in there, and something was broken, some sort of glass container or lantern or something was broken inside, and he got a whiff of the witch oil, I believe. Is that correct? Am I making this shit up? I don't know, it sounds interesting.
Sounds good.
I remember the witch oil part.
Should we just carry on like this? Should I just finish the campaign like this? Like, pretty sure this happened. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like it could have been fun. Yeah, he definitely did that. And then I remember you guys catching up with each other. Those of you who are still back in town. And sharing with one another the information he had found. Adasis had found out that the people that were meeting, the strange group at the lighthouse, and seemed related to whatever was going on at said lighthouse, were the Gier family, or at least the 2 members that are currently on the train, or 1 member. No, there's 2, isn't it? It's Luke Gier and someone else. Let me pull it up.
How do you forget their names?
Well, I know their names, but I don't know which ones are the ones on the train, or if there is even more than one. Because it was Han, Luke, and Leia, or Leia Gier. I know that, man. Mr. Maple with the flashing issue. Luke Gier. Oh no, sorry, there was not 2 Giers. It was Luke Gier and his woman friend, Octavia Sacerdot.
Sack away.
Sacerdot.
Sacrifice goat?
Sacred Oats, actually.
Sacred oath.
Octavia Sacred Oats. That's now canon. It's much easier for me to say than shitty French wannabe bullshit. Yeah, those are the people that were seen there. It's about 3 in the morning, with the train supposed to be leaving at 7 in the morning. It's supposed to be leaving at 7 in the morning with all of you on it. But it's 3 in the morning when Trabro and Orzov get back to the city. The rest of you had met up around 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm assuming Trabro and Orzov, you 2 both would have easily had a short rest at this point. So everyone can have a short rest. You 2 would be trying to find the others, or do you have other plans when you get to the city? You are stopped about 1 kilometer out when the trail ends. So you can see the city, you can see the gates, you can easily get back in. You guys have your train passes, you're free to come in and out of the city at will. So what did you 2 want to be doing at this point? 3 in the morning.
Can we see the beast outside if he doesn't have a train pass and therefore not allowed in the city?
You do not see him outside. He must have a train pass.
Damn. Oh, at least we can meet him on the train then.
Yeah.
I'm keen just to meet up with others, Trevor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they've had a very peaceful night.
Yeah,
Yeah, nothing at all could have gone wrong.
exactly. And then we can employ their help to try to find this beast. If it is a beast.
I
Or
mean,
we just pretend it never happened. Eh? Because that's never gone wrong for us before.
Exactly. I mean, chances of it being a world-ending beast is very slim, isn't it?
Yes.
you guys are all out having adventures. I've been in a fucking bathtub for 16 hours.
Oh shit, yeah, you're still in the bathtub. When did you leave the bathtub? Or did you not leave the bathtub?
I mean, I don't know what's going on. Nobody ever fucking said anything to me, so as far as I know, I'm still in the damn bathtub.
Well, at any point in the night, feel free to leave the bathtub and rendezvous with the rest of your friends. Or don't, stay in the bath or stay in the hotel room, man. It's up to you. I ain't gonna do
Oh, we're
it.
at the train, man.
Yeah, oh, that's right, not the hotel, it is the train. I fucking get that wrong every time. Yeah, you're in the train. In one of the ensuites.
I mean, weren't we supposed to rendezvous somewhere? I can't remember.
Yes, back on the train, I believe, was just the
So,
consensus.
I mean, yeah, so I might as well just stay on the train until they show up.
In the bath.
Yes, in the bath.
Alright. While you're sharing the bath with Mr. Mapper, do you partake in the drinking that he tries to get you to partake in?
This like goes against every PSA I've ever seen, but yeah, sure.
Hey, you're already in the bath, man. You're committed. So
Wow.
I don't mean like relationshiply committed. Uh,
Give me the moves already.
so you drink with him, and you guys get talking and yarning and just passing the time and the wine with General Benter. You get the feeling from him subtly with phrases such as, "Oh my God, I love it so much," that he is somewhat in love with the lady that you saw him trying to accost, the woman that was with Eleanor Yannette, the veiled woman whose name is Isabel Travers, you guys had learned. He seems very much in love with her. You don't know why, and he doesn't give any sort of reason why he's so strucken by her. But you get the feeling that as soon as he gets the opportunity, he will most definitely try to accost her again to spout his love. Because I'm pretty sure, man. Pretty sure she just needs to hear it. Just needs to hear it from me. Just needs to hear it from me, and then she'll love me too.
Listen, I'm sure you've been really nice to her, and she definitely owes you sex. But listen, wait, she's had her face covered like the entire time,
Yeah.
hasn't she?
Absolutely.
And and didn't I learn from like that special party or whatever that she's actually being sold or something like that?
You don't know whether she is, but Eleanor Yannette definitely does dabble in human trading or people trading, and she certainly behaves as if she is a, not free person.
Yeah. I guess I'll ask him. Like, how do you even know her?
What do you mean? I've seen her. You saw
I
her.
mean,
Do you know
well,
her? Did she talk about me?
I mean, I know her in the sense that I know she exists because I've seen her.
Yeah, me too.
What's
Wait, you've seen
what's
her?
that? I
I
haven't
saw her face.
seen her. No,
Was it
no, I
good?
haven't. I have no idea. But listen, I mean, uh, I mean, I get it, but what's so special about her, buddy? I mean, I feel like we know each other enough for you to spill your deepest secrets to me.
I, uh, I think I've said too much. Don't you have a weird person man with a gun to kill? And he sort of looks around like he's trying to distract you with someone standing over your shoulder.
Quick, grab his phone and read his Twitter. Go through his DM.
I'll just I gotta change my push to talk. I'll just put my hand on his shoulder and just be like, listen, man, I understand. I loved someone deeply before, and I just want to know, there's always that one thing that really captures your heart. You know what I mean? I mean, sure, of course you do. What was yours?
And then there's just a doof, and then a soft snoring as he lands his head backwards on the edge of the bath and falls asleep. And then begins to slide under the surface of the water.
I'll drag him out.
Okay. He is long unconscious and looks like he may not offer anything more important this evening, and certainly anything he does offer would be questionable at best.
I'll give him a blanket or something for modesty's sake.
Yep. Do you prop him up on a
You know
bed
that's
and
on his
stuff?
priority list.
Oh
He
shit,
doesn't
that was,
believe in modesty.
that was a whole lot of noise. Sorry, what was that, Melvin?
Because you know that's on his priority list.
Oh yeah. Modesty, definitely.
Sure. Yeah. All right. I guess. Actually, where are we? I'm not sure where we are. I mean, I know we're on the train, but where on the train are we?
In one of the first class suites, I believe.
Is there like a compartment I can stuff them into?
Like a baggage compartment. Do you mean?
Yeah. I just don't. I just don't want anyone else to see him.
You could put him in your room.
Oh yeah. Okay. I guess I'll do that instead.
Yeah. I mean,
you
with
want
enough,
me to.
yeah, with enough coaxing, like he can be roused to stumble through the train, and it is the middle of the night, so no one's going to be asking any questions. You might pass the odd train conductor who just gives you a wink and a smile as you stumble past.
I'll do the double hand pistols. Pew pew.
Oh, this is
You
weird.
forget that you have your pistols with them and shoot them dead.
Just gonna,
Yeah. I learned that teleporting pistol thing, and now you're dead. I'm sorry, man.
I freaking wish, man. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I guess I'll do that, and then I guess go wait in first class at the bar or something until they show up.
Sweet. So yeah, Trabo and Orzov, did you decide if you're going to rendezvous now or do something else?
I think we decided to run blah 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 now
Sweet.
and tell them about our impending monster problems.
All right. And Melvin, you're currently with the two people that aren't here. But is there anything or anywhere you wanted to head before rendezvousing with the rest, which we'd probably call at 4 a.m. currently?
Remind me, we notified people about Boone, right? The authorities and shit.
Yeah, you guys had let him know because you had caught him pretty much red-handed killing or having just killed someone. And you have told, I think we had said you had told the train conductors, and Dimitri had told the security on the train and said it was a matter of RHC importance that he be accosted or arrested if he tries returning to the train.
So we're leaving a
Oh, nice.
psychopath and an ancient evil behind. Excellent.
Yes.
That could go well together.
So, 4 o'clock rolls around. You guys are just a few hours out from the train leaving. And you're all back together. We'll just... Do you guys want to say what you tell each other? Does anyone want to pass it on, or do you just want to assume?
Just going to tell them how damn close I was to having Boone. And how mad I'm gonna be if he like stayed behind and gets to just hang out in that town and do a serial killer thing.
So a good night for all then.
Wait,
Cause
You guys-
plus 4.
you guys confronted Boone?
Fucking right.
I mean, why?
Don't you know who I am? What was I gonna do? Not confront him when he was about to murder somebody?
Yes, yeah. We need to maintain
Yeah.
our cover.
Oh well, it's perfectly in character for me right now. I'm a bold and daring young nobleman.
All right. Well,
Playing true to type, you see.
of course. Well, just okay. Yeah, we can play this off. I'll just I don't know anything about it.
We could burn down another town. I mean,
What?
Character's cover name? Quinn, just we could solve this, Ryla, by having you not hang out with him on the train, so if Boone is on the train or his associates, they don't think that you are an associate with the person that ousted Boone. If you get my drift.
I got what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
So what's the plan?
Be a great we should actually start using those communicators.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
give one to me, and y'all keep the other one.
Or we blunder around blindly like we normally do.
It's up to you, really.
Well, that's
up to you, man.
that is very dramatic. I'm for it.
I'm not.
What's the worst that could happen to you, Ryla? I mean, you've got a resounding history of being unnoticeable.
I feel like that wasn't meant as a compliment.
You guys, your conversation is interrupted with a bit of a rumble through the train as you feel the crew beginning to run through, pre-taking off checks, starting up the engines, getting it going.
It's a flying train.
Yeah, wait, what?
You see pre-takeoff checks. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
flying train?
Yes, obviously. The next leg of the journey is through the sky, where we then return to land and back on the ground. Before departure, that's the word I meant to have said. They start the engine and you start to notice people bustling about now, getting luggage loaded up from hotel concierges that have brought them down. Yeah, it starts to bustle up.
If I remember correctly, at some point Boone he had a disguise himself as a not tiefling at some point.
Oh, yeah, he could put on a fake face of some kind.
I think we should keep an eye out of any new first class members.
It's true. He could be anyone, but he doesn't seem like the type who would let himself not be in first class.
He could be you. No. But yes, I agree.
So, sorry, did I miss a plan?
I don't think so.
There was an idea of a plan, but
Yeah,
no actual.
I was up to it with the idea of the plan, and then it just stopped. So I just wondered if you'd had a plan that I missed.
Shall we ask Dimitri to keep an eye out and a list of all the new any new members of the first class brigade?
Yeah, you can do. Dimitri seems somewhat distracted, pretty down on himself. You get the feeling that maybe he's a bit upset about the actions he took part in yesterday, chalking them up as, more examples of him failing at, well, everything.
I write him an inspiration note. Hang in there, kitty.
He looks at you and you see a single tear roll down his eye.
And on the other side, I'll sign his name. No, I won't do that to him. Again.
Yeah. But yeah, he does say he will keep an eye out anyway. What the fuck?
What?
Just random shit sounds started fucking playing all again. Yeah, you guys just get back on board the train. I mean, you're already on board the train, but you let it get ready, not doing anything in particular. No one's, other than keeping an eye out for Boone trying to get back on the train. No one's doing or looking for anything else.
I wanna
Oh, one at a time.
go.
To be honest, I think my character's just going to have a sleep after being out all night and walking back to town. Don't think it really has the energy in to do anything more.
Fair call.
I'm gonna talk to Bree, see how she feels about Boone turning out to be a serial killer. Because they were drinking together and shit, right?
Yes. Well, they were. Fuck off, sound. They were at the bars together, and they were both toasted to by Verzubak. They didn't get together to drink, but it did appear that they purposely went to the same place. Like they were followed going to the same areas. But yeah, you try and track her down, and you can't find her.
What about her charge?
Luke Gier doesn't appear to be on the train.
So we left the whole plot behind at the previous station.
You haven't left yet. This is pre-train leaving.
Well, how long do we have until then?
Well, depending how early you go looking for them, anywhere between 0 and 3 hours.
I'm gonna pick a reasonable time to start, like a time when you might expect somebody to be awake that's not the middle of the night. It's like 6 a.m., so I have like an hour to stroll around town.
Yeah.
Did those two come back? Or actually, I wouldn't know, would I?
Which two?
Oh shit! I can never remember her damn name. The dude or the lady Mr. Maples is in love with.
Eleanor Yannette, and yes, they do make their way back to the train. They are there bright and early at about 6:15, so a short while after Malzahn starts looking for Bree. And they return to the train with their gear and reboard and go to their room, or their, what do you call it, cabin, I guess.
Okay.
Verzubak is also seen re-entering the train. Malia, obviously, she's still around. She's loading everyone up. She's the train security leader, the conductor. The only people that seem to be missing is Luke Gier, Octavia Sacred Oat, and Bree Caldicus.
Was he the lucky guy?
No, Verzubak was the lucky guy, and he is back on the train.
So who's the other one that's not back?
Luke Gier.
No, you said 3 names, didn't you?
Octavia Sacred Oat
Yes.
and Bree Caldicus. She's the blonde.
Sacred Oak.
Sacred Oat was the one that was with Luke. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. And Bree was also with Luke.
So Octavia.
My God, this is. Oh, yes. The lady that doesn't talk with Luke and
Yes.
the security guard. Yes.
Those 3. At least those 3 are the ones that stick out to you. You guys don't or aren't familiar enough with every person that was on the train and wasn't on the train now. But those 3 of the people you've been following. Oh, and Oliver Boone. He hasn't showed up yet either. Sorry, completely forgot him. He didn't just rock on the board. You guys all good? He hasn't showed his face yet.
Wonder what.
As you guys are looking around for people though, or just doing your business, a couple of you might still be asleep. Malia approaches whoever is out, so probably Malzahn. And oh man, you very loud, Malzahn. I hear myself come through every time. Yeah, she approaches you along with a tall man, which you guys have met before. This was the man that you saw with a briefcase attached to his wrist. He got on at the last station, one Cardiff Hengill. I believe you saw him.
Of course.
This guy. he got on at the last station, and he had a briefcase, pretty much chained to his hand, and he seemed to liaise with Luke Gier. But yeah, Malia approaches you with him standing there, and says, "Excuse me, Severian? A Severian, sorry?
It is.
I understand you're traveling in, well, she looks at her bit of paper and reads out your room number, which I forgot. Along with one Zumbrio, one Seal de Tour, and one, what was his name? Quinn, I believe. I don't have a last name here on the list. It's quite odd, but I believe you're all traveling together. Yes." And she leaves out Edeasis and Dimitri's name.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry, you just completely cut up there the whole time.
Assuming she's not wrong. Yeah, that's correct. Not together, just in the same cabin.
Well, it's come to our attention that there has been a complaint laid against each of you for attacking another passenger.
We did no such thing.
I think just Melvin's there, not us.
You mean Boone, right?
Yes, Oliver Boone brought this complaint to our attention.
Yeah, it's because he was murdering someone again.
And you hear Cardiff snort, "Ha! Accusations of someone who resort to violence in the middle of streets. Well, that's just wretched."
Well, I mean, if not defending that poor wounded man, what's my motive exactly?
He says, What wounded man are you talking about? Defending who?"
I'll give him a nice, vivid rundown of the whole scene. The Boone and the tentacles.
And Malia will state that, well, we returned to this so-called scene of where you claim this all happened, where the attack took place. We saw no evidence of what you're telling us. We saw evidence of gunfire. We saw blood that Mr. Boone informed us was his own after he was so brutally attacked by yourself, and there was another who we've been unable to identify at this time.
Well, yeah, he attacked me as soon as I stepped out and caught him in the act. I imagine he cleaned up his crime scene afterward. That's what you do, right?
She nods. Well, that may be a fair assessment. However, as this crime took place outside of the land, or rather the property of this corporation, you will need to answer to the lawmakers here in Shiraj. Sorry, not Shiraj. You're not in Shiraj. You're in the next place, aren't you? Oh no, it was Shiraj, wasn't it? Either way, they tell you that you're going to need to stay here. The four of you need to answer to your crimes. And if you are found innocent, so be it. You'll be given fresh passes for the next train that travels along through. I'm sure if it all gets straightened out, you won't be more than 1 to 2 days delayed.
This is Thok speaking here. Why am I named? I have not had any interaction with them outside of our shooting gallery.
Because you've been identified as someone traveling with him.
Are we all there?
Out of character, you are very right to wonder why you've been named. In character, you have no idea why you're named.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't there. Yeah, actually, like JD asked, are we all there, or is it just Talk to Severian right now?
Well, Malzin, you can choose to go and get the others who are also accused of this,
I say, let's talk this over with the rest of these folks. And with the who's the authority on the train? Is it Dimitri?
Dimitri does not have authority on the train. He is basically an RHC observer. He's not he's sort of empowered to act on behalf of the RHC, but he doesn't have the full authority that you all enjoy back in Flint and in Riser in general. You're not in Riser anymore. You're effectively an Allied Nations group, and Dimitri is an Allied Nations representative.
So who's in charge of the train?
Malia is the ranking security person here.
Well, let's go talk this over with everyone, and I'm sure we can work something out that isn't detaining a number of people for no discernible reason on the word of a drunken playboy and murder.
And the city we're in is Arithia, sorry, not Shiraj. Arithia was the current one. So, yep, you go to the others. However, Cardiff insists that you not be allowed onto the train. We will discuss this out here. And Malia sends a couple of the train security to go inside and fetch the rest of you. So yeah, everyone except for Adaisis and Dimitri are summoned here.
Are me and Tribo in our cabin sleeping?
Yes. Well, I don't know if Tribo was sleeping, but you definitely were. And you are roused from your slumber and brought through.
I'll look around and see if Tribo's in the room.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there quietly talking to myself.
And I'll question these people who come and arouse me.
Not aroused.
I'll question why they're not arousing me.
Ah, right. Yes. Sorry, sir. We didn't realize you were dreaming. Your presence is required at the platform. Please come this way. And they shuffle
Can't
the two of
this
you.
wait? I had a long night exploring ruins. I wish to get back to sleep.
I'm afraid it can't, sir.
This is true. We just got back.
I understand that.
So you're not requesting our presence then, sir? You're demanding.
We are politely requesting. However, should you decline, we will then demand. Yes. This is a matter of train security. I'm sure you understand.
If it's a matter of train security, why would we get off the train? It would be more secure on here.
I'm afraid, sir, that you are the threat to the train security at this present time. And you see them sort of hands on their hilt of their weapons at their hips.
And who determined us to be a threat to this place?
Sir,
exploring ruins.
You
How
need
can
to
that
come and
damage a
discuss
train?
this with Malia. She will make
How
it
about
clear.
she come to discuss it with us if she is accusing us?
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Stop resisting! And they kill you in the train. And it's all very sad.
That's unfortunate.
Are you guys going to resist? Because they're going to get grumpy. Not grumpy, they're going to get physical.
I guess I will look at Tribo and question Tribo whether he wants to get physical.
Well. We always love to get physical, but
We can get
in
physical
what sense?
outside. Let's just get physical outside.
Okay. I'm a bit of an exhibitionist anyway.
Yeah.
Do you walk out naked, do you?
Yes.
Oh dear. Okay, so
No, I put clothing on.
you guys are united on the platform with Malia and Cardiff. And the charges that were accused of you are repeated once again with all of you present. And Malia says, I do apologize for this, but you are going to need to stay here and everything.
No.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Wait, what are these guys supposed to have done exactly?
Each of you were named. Well, each of you are named as associates of those who carried out the savage attack on this man Oliver Boone.
Why are you taking the word of a single man?
And why does
Yeah.
associates need to come along? We are not charged with this crime. We weren't involved with this crime. We were far away from this crime.
Your involvement with this
Are you
crime
associated
is yet
with
to
us
be
'cause
determined.
we're on the train? You should come along to the court as well.
I says, I'm afraid I am not accused in this crime.
I accuse you of hitting Oliver Boone.
Yeah,
You?
you do.
Not accused.
Now that I think of it, you were there. Both of you.
This
You
is
tried to hit him
absurd.
real good, Carter.
Cardiff begins to get quite vocal. This is absurd. We need to involve the authorities right now. They can forcibly remove them.
Wait, you're saying that you haven't consulted the authorities? And you're
Says,
telling us
they
we need
are
to go to
aware.
the
The
authorities?
charges have been levied. We did not think you would be so... Well,
Well, we're going to miss the train. We do not want to miss the train.
Yeah.
For crimes that we weren't even involved with.
Malia
location.
tries to assure you, you will not miss the train. You'll merely catch a delayed train.
No,
That's
that
missing this
sounds
train.
like
I
missing the
never
train.
said our train.
Sorry, you both spoke at once. What was that?
That sounds odd in the background.
Yes, JD's like, fuck this, I'm out, and gets on his bike and... roar.
No, the effect was saying it both at the same time. That's the train going. Hopefully delayed them from the train.
Cardiff basically turns to walk away and mumbling and grumbling and shouting, well, if you bloody train wannabe rent-a-cops don't sort this out, I'm going to the police. And he storms off.
Boy.
Who is he then with this authority if he's not?
He is representing the man who has charged you with these crimes.
So he's just a lawyer.
Sort of thinks for a minute. I don't believe he's a lawyer, but he's acting in that capacity, yes. It's all very strange.
Who is he? How does he have any? What's the word for it? No respect.
Influence?
Yeah.
Any right?
How can you trust him as a man of his word? How rights does he have to accuse us of these crimes?
Says, well, he's a man of the cloth.
Cloth. I'm a man of the cloth.
Oh, that's nice.
And by cloth you mean like a religious? Like priest?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my cover, right? I'm a priest.
Is that
Hey.
I'm starting a sky religion. Sky religion. That was my
Says,
background.
he's a man of a more...
Are you persecuting me because of my
as
religion?
She pauses. I'm not
I
persecuting.
have to say, I think it's about time to start raising a scene that'll get every first-class passenger questioning whether or not they could be kicked off at any moment on anybody's say-so.
Yes, ridiculous. You're going off the
I'm
word of a single man.
Let's start accusing. Well, that August family. I saw him near Boone. He might have attacked Boone, not us. I accuse him of attacking Boone.
If
That's a bit racist.
if what you say is true, why did you not apprehend Boone? Why is he near death, laying in a hospital bed, being tended
'Cause
to? And she sort
I
of
was
notes
not
all of
there.
your interests piked, and protected by the local authorities.
But because if it was me, he would be dead.
Then what reason
would
does
be-
he have to accuse you?
I don't know.
To get
Sounds
us
like
off
a
the
great
train,
question for him.
obviously. He wants us off the
Stay-
train. Maybe he is jealous of Quinn's shot at that hunting thing, and he has lost his face because of that, and want to get back at us for being better shots than him.
Yeah, I think
Did
this is
embarrass
quite
him.
extreme. His wounds were very severe. Why do you think he would want you off the train? He himself is off the train. He wouldn't be in no state to travel for at least a week.
Because he holds it
Imagine.
against us for beating him at that competition on the shooting field thing.
I think that's a stretch.
Then is there a stretch for why we can't just be on the train and deal with this later on then?
Because
I mean,
as soon as you
why-
leave Arithia, you are not beholden to these charges. We We would
How
be
far is
aiding
it
and
to get
abetting
out
your
of Rothia?
fugitiveness. Quite a while. You guys traveled
Right.
for most of the night and didn't get out, but that was on foot. On train, probably most of the day, if not the next day. Oh, hang on, actually, it'll tell me here. 10 p.m. not this night, but the following night, you will be out of
Jesus.
Arithia.
So
Actually,
you're
it'll probably
telling
be a
me-
little bit earlier than that, because that'll be when you arrive in the next city.
I mean, so you're telling me without any evidence whatsoever, and just by guilt by association that we happen to be sharing the same area together, that we are all responsible for this?
She
What
sort of
evidence is there?
Look, we're morally obligated to hold at least Severian. The rest of you, well, they wanted you to be held, and we're kind of abiding because this is a very bad look for the organization.
Why do
However,
they want us?
if one of your traveling compatriots, which I guess the way you're all talking confirms that you are in fact traveling together, if one of you is waylaid, do the rest of you want to continue without them?
Bye, Severian.
Yeah, sorry, bro, I've replaced you.
Good luck, man.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to speak to your manager.
My manager
Oh, no.
is not present on the train. I'm the ranking authority here.
Well, now,
In all effect, I am the manager.
excellent. Let's speak.
Talk away.
You have to understand how this seems from my perspective. A man whom I personally witnessed performing several violent crimes is accusing me based on nothing but his word of my behavior, which he has not bothered to motivate in any way. And as a result, I'm to be kicked off your train. This could happen to any passenger, in fact. This could happen to anyone traveling with you. It seems that the security of the train is, well, meaningless.
She seems greatly offended. I assure you, this is not a regular occurrence. Nothing like this has ever happened before. I mean,
Well,
this is
it's
all
a terrible
year round.
precedent. It's a terrible precedent to set, don't you think?
And I think letting fugitives outside of the charges that have been laid against them is perhaps even more terrible. Maybe even worse.
Well, let's start yelling very loudly about it and wake up all the other first-class passengers and see how they feel. Sound good?
Well,
Works for me.
this is not okay. How do you propose we handle these charges? You cannot rightly say, and she blurts out, as members of the RHC, that you want to let crimes like this go unanswered.
Excuse me?
I slap her really hard.
Why?
Because she just said we're members of the RHC.
You don't even know how she knew that.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, as what?
And as she reels back from the slap, she goes bright
Now
red
you're
on the
accusing us of
other
being
cheek.
officers.
Says, get on the train. We leave early today.
Why, thank you.
I guess it worked.
Thank you,
Goddamn.
Zambria.
Slapping like a...
I could get on the train as fast as possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on the train like immediately.
Each of you roll me a perception, please.
I'm gonna saunter aboard.
Fuck it.
So we're all gonna have a good talk with her about that later, right?
Yeah, private talk.
Bit of a private conversation.
Is that talk with like?
2 barrels. Talk spelt
Yeah.
with 2 bullets.
That's correct. We're gonna have
Well,
just a little conversation.
our 4 covers have been blown for ages then.
Yeah, I mean, how the fuck did she know though? As far
So-
as I know, we haven't.
Okay.
I was just saying, as far as I know, we haven't done anything that's outed us.
As far as you know. Oh shit. Just changed images on the bloody recording screen, so now the shit is out. So, as you guys are quickly bustling onto the train, Ryla, Zumbrio, Tribro, you guys see, I assume Malzin didn't roll because he is not paying attention to anything. You guys see Luke, Gier, and Octavia somewhat ahead of you getting onto the train, getting their stuff up. Still no sign of Boone, still no sign of Bree. But about 9 minutes earlier than the train was... Yeah, no, you didn't see anything. 9 minutes earlier than the train was scheduled to leave, there is a whistle. I can't whistle that loud. Deafening. Yep, all of those noises. And the train begins to chug along the track.
Okay, so just to be clear, out of character here. Who are we talking to?
Malia Baccarin.
She was
Who's
like the
the
conductor,
train-
right? Or
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, I think we have a rat.
Again,
Again.
So, as the train strikes out from Meridian, the complement of first class suite stays the same, with the exception of Oliver Boone. And no one of consequence boards in second class. As soon as the train clears Orythia, Malia invites anyone interested back up onto the roof of the lounge car for another round of shooting at helpless Malice beasts. This one, you get the feeling as she's talking or inviting each of you that the invitations are not as widely disseminated. It appears she is only inviting... How's
You're
that?
breaking
Better?
up pretty.
Better?
Yeah, there you go.
Better? Yeah.
Yep,
She's
yep,
only
yep,
inviting
yep,
a
yep.
select few people up to the roof.
Let's roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Transform and roll out.
So, up on top of the train, you all gather, and you see Demata and Tara Griento, which are the 2 half-orc father and son. You see Malia. You see 6 of the train's guards. And you see Boone.
Huh?
Boone.
Mr.
Boone.
Laid up in the hospital?
Mr. laid up in the hospital. As
I'm
soon...
gonna.
Wait.
Okay,
As
alright.
soon as Malia clears the steps onto the train roof, Boone shoots her in the chest.
Whoa! What?
I mark him as my oath of enmity target.
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
pull out a crossbow
I just
immediately.
straight up
I
mark
shoot a
him.
single tear.
You say you shoot it. You shed a single tear.
Dimitri can heal that. It's fine.
Let me just.
I'll go grab a couple of slices of pizza real quick. Be right back.
Sweet. What can you respond to? Right now, you can roll initiative, and then respond to the fact that Malia just fell backwards past all of you with a hole in her chest. And a surprised look on her face. What?
I mean, as soon as you miss or targets with able attack, you can take an immediate reaction to use that power.
Well, but you can't take immediate reactions on your own turn. So I think
It's an interrupt.
It's-
Ah.
yeah.
I also alleviate that restriction.
okay.
It's just those are ones that they made themselves, and I guess they weren't too good at the wording of the terms in 4E.
Back, sorry. Did I miss anything?
A single table shape.
Uh, initiative.
Okay. You all rolled initiative. Oh, nice. He rolled well.
Oh shit.
So, as you all rush to react to this situation that was completely unexpected, Boone is somewhat quicker to the draw. He has his gun that has just fired a shot at Malia. There's one bullet down. And he then turns his gun on the rest of you and sprays out a hail of bullets, trying to keep you all at bay. So he makes 2 attacks. One at Trabo, one at Severian. Oh shit.
What?
What the shit?
Oh no.
Why us?
So he spends his standard action making those 2 attacks. Let me roll damage. On a crit, he rolled. So who did he crit? Zumbrio. So you get that. Take that much damage. And then
I'm coming back as a blackguard.
he missed Severian. Then he spends a move action to make another 2 shots. And he hits Quinn. And then he spends his minor action to make a further 2 shots. At the 2 he missed.
Holy shit! You want that gun that has
Holy,
a large clip.
shit!
What? What are the chances?
What the
1 in
hell?
800?
Out.
Jesus Christ. That is fucking amazing.
You gained an extra standard action. Fantastic.
Nope. So let
He's
me
short.
show you what he does.
He's surely out of bullets by now.
Yeah, he reloads.
Have a read of that in Discord. Oh, hang on, wrong channel. That's what he's doing.
Jeez.
So have a roll damage. No. So he crit. Both of you, Severian.
Or
Fuck.
Zag,
Yeah. Okay, Severian takes 18.
Can he? Technically, he only
Actually,
has 5 shots.
yeah, I was gonna say. Actually, I'm
He
gonna
used
take
one already.
Orzov's shot off,
Oh, thank God.
which means he doesn't get an extra standard action. However, each of you need to make a saving throw.
I did mine earlier when I read the effect.
Ah, that crit didn't even work. Take an extra damage.
Oh, fuck.
And
Get the fuck out.
Same
How do we
for
roll a save?
Zumbrio should take an extra 3. Saving throw just on the main page or combat page of your sheet.
Oh, it's just a move action. Okay, I'm fine with that.
Holy shit, the
What's
ability
the effect
itself
of the
deals
critical
extra
hit?
damage on a crit by increasing the mod.
Sorry.
Holy shit. That, on the hit thing, it does additional damage on the crit with the bonus
Yes.
as well.
It does double
Brutal.
static damage on a crit. So his revolver is glowing red as well, and he's going to spend an action point to reload all 6 bullets. Okay, Quinn, you're up.
Fun. How fast is the train moving right now?
Oh, also have a map.
Oh, that's handy.
Sorry, I thought I'd shared it already. The train is booking
Really fast?
really fast. Also, there's Oliver Boone being cool again.
Being a planeswalker from Magic the Gathering.
Yes. I think you said that last time too.
The most shittiest planeswalker ever.
Yeah, I think you said that too.
Oh man, I wish I was
He
playing
is so
that
shit,
online.
bro. That's why I have to say it every single fucking time.
The 3 squares are the stairs. Each of those is a square deeper into the train. And Malia is at the bottom under there.
Alright, shit. Even if I hit him from here, it's not gonna be enough. Damn it, and I can't move. Oh well.
It's worth noting as well, he looks somewhat wounded.
Okay.
He does look fairly fucked up from your guys' fight earlier. He's not had a chance to
Good.
recuperate. There was certainly some truth in the description of him being messed up.
I'll Hunter's Quarry him and then double pistol him, I guess.
Sweet.
Do we have our dailies back, or did we not get? I don't think we got to take a long rest.
Not a long rest.
Level are we?
You've only had a short.
Level 8, okay.
Oh, he is bloody. Oh,
Uh, okay.
you get your move
You
action
can
back.
turn into a mana.
No. Good roll.
I'm gonna move. How far can I move again? I forgot. 6.
What
As
about
you hit him,
these?
his eyes flare with fire, and you are seared by the infernal power of the tiefling.
Oh, son of a bitch. What? Wow. Alright.
He has the power.
He's got the power.
It's a lot of fire damage.
That was a lot of fire damage. It was an encounter. This is encounter triggered action.
You know what? There's no good way I'm going to be able to do this right now, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, actually forgot to do 2 things here. Those are both with attack finesse, so I need to roll a d8 for both attack. He takes an extra 8 damage, and an extra 5 damage. And you know what? I really fucking hate this guy. So I forgot to put it on, but extra 3d10 damage.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Assassin strike, yo.
Yep. And if he does
How,
he have
how does he die, Thuck?
I take both of my guns out and just fire until they're empty off the side of the train. Just pow 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 pow.
Are you gonna shout out that girl's name to avenge her?
Ah, she's a fucking rat.
Sweet.
So yeah, just double fisting guns. Pow 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 pow. Dead center.
Malzin/Severian strides forward with like sword flickering with light anyway, but he looks a little put out about it.
Sorry, what was that?
Once he's, getting shot off the train, Mal strides forward with his sword out and, like, shining dramatically and his cape catching the wind and all that, but he seems a little put out about it, like his heart's not really in it since the guy's already dead.
Alright. The 6 guys, they all, like, whip out their pistols at this point. All 6 of them. And they just look like, what the fuck is going on here? You guys better explain some shit. Both the people
You just
we knew were
fucking
dead.
shot the train conductor!
Yeah. And then you shot him and now he's dead?
Yes!
That's how it works. What, did you want him to
Wait,
shoot
no,
all
no,
of
no,
you
no.
too?
He shot the king conductor, then he shot us, and now we shot him, and now he's dead. Get your facts
Yeah.
right, guard.
This is a good point.
You don't have to be sassy at them, man. They're just confused. This all happened in like 6 seconds.
We haven't had a good day of being sassy.
I know.
I like to imagine one of the guards said that in kind of a teary. You don't have to be sassy.
I believe
about
you
it."
mean, you're welcome for your heroic actions, heroes.
They sort of look around and then they're like, Malia! And a couple of them bustle down the stairs to go see if she's okay. And she's not. She is severely fucked up. She's got a bullet hole in the front of her. And a bullet exit hole in the back of her.
Wait, she's got more than one hole now?
Nope, it's one hole, it's just through and
Oh,
through.
good.
That RHC officer, Dmitri. I think he was a cleric.
I'll go and grab him! And he bustles off to go and find Dimitri, who then returns back and offers some healing magics and gets her stabilized. It's not for her to die today, thankfully. Actually, one of you motherfuckers roll me a d20. That's going to be Dimitri's medicine. Ooh, should I take the first one or the not shit one?
Well, so plus Dimitri's 13 or whatever it is.
It's 18.
Yeah.
21, she's still good. Yeah, it's going to be a while before she's conscious, but she's not dead, which is good. Oh, yep, all that.
Wait, I forgot I can heal these things.
Well, I was just going to do Dimitri's ones, but you can do that too. The both of you together get her certainly stable, but yeah, she's going to be out cold for at least a little while.
A chance we can stop the train to go grab his body and, make sure he's dead.
You're going to stop the train.
It seems like a reasonable thing to do.
The train driver informs you that, in fact, no, we're not going to stop the train in the middle of the Malice lands. We will stop at the next stop.
That's quitter talk.
As if to, what do we call it? Like, clarify his point. There's a bit of another hubustle of activity. I'm making up words now.
Oh no.
And a few cries of alarm from the top of the train. And do any of you go and see what it is?
Sure.
I think I already know what it is.
Why not?
As you all make your way to the top of the train, where some of these rifles were still sitting as well that you're using, but a couple of the guards are just up there clearing up and wiping up the blood that's dripped everywhere from yourself, Boone, and Malice. There's people just pointing, dear gods, look at that thing! And they point over to the side, and there's a big shape of something bearing down on the train. Bearing down like
Oh no.
like a man after a Friday night curry. Bearing down hard.
Is it spitting acid or something?
It is not spitting acid just yet.
Does it look large
Are
enough to
they-
have cut that trench between?
Yeah,
The ruins
I would
and the
say
town?
it's almost exactly wide enough to have cut that trench that was leaving town.
What a
this,
weird coincidence.
This area is sort of like a fog-filled, swampy region that the train's bustling through. And it's sort of lurching along, and then one of these tendrils of this thing slams into the side of the train, and it lurches, and then you hear the brakes begin to screech. And I bet you Malzin probably thinks, sure, now's a good time to fucking stop. And each of you on the roof must make an acrobatics check, DC 14.
Uh-oh.
I need a heal.
Whew.
You said DC 14, right?
I did say DC 14.
Oh man. I wish I had used Assassin's
Yeah.
Strike now.
Calculated.
Forgot I actually have acrobatics.
Well, why are they putting the brakes on? Don't you know that the defeating these things, you have to put more coal in the fire?
Yes.
Oh dear.
We've got to go fast enough to do a U-turn to come back at it.
Are these things heads colored coded for our convenience?
Are these what?
Are this thing's heads color coded for our convenience?
They are not, unfortunately. However, to add insult to almost certain injury, there is what sound like gunshots coming from the rear of the train. And as you look down, you see that about car 10, this thing is slamming its tendrils into the side of the car. You see it rip some poor passenger out the side of a window, almost folds them in two to fit them out, and tosses them back and rips them up with another tendril. But beyond even that, you can see all the way back at the very end of the cart what looks like about at least half a dozen riders. I would say horse riders, but the thing they're riding is no horse. Some crazed bestial amalgamation and a parody of bear and horse with a, I guess for lack of a better word, mutated humanoid riding atop it. Riding up the length of the train, firing what looks like strangely deformed firearms that disobey all laws of physics and twist and curve before erupting with spell power and explosions of fire and light. And huge chunks of the train get blown off as they blast into it. There appears to be some sort of great train robbery going on right now.
How difficult
Now
would
we're
it be to
fucking talking.
unpin the rear carriages and just leave them to it?
You would be giving up many trains.
So, like a DC 10?
You would be giving up 10 trains to drop where the Malice is slammed into it. It would be very easy to do, but very horrendous of you to do it.
We burnt down an industrial district and killed thousands of people.
Hey, you
no,
guys
we
keep
didn't
denying.
burn it down. We failed
See, you keep denying.
to stop it. So far, we haven't been direct causes of mass murders.
And we're not the direct cause this time. It's the Malice Beast.
Sounds like
Sure,
the real
but-
Malice Beast was the friends we made along the way.
We're gonna die.
Are you kidding? This is great. This is exactly what I hoped for when I left the unseen courts.
Yeah, but I'm super fucked up.
Now, you guys are currently on the roof of... hang on. This is a very, very big, convoluted fight. So, one moment.
Be
You
great
guys
to
are
have our
currently on
healer.
roof 12. So, you're 2 cars down from where the Malice Beast, we'll call it, the Screaming Malice, is slamming into the car. And about 12 down from where these people are smashing it apart. Yeah, if you drop where you are, you'll be dropping 12 carts.
Could we try and evacuate the rear carts up to the front ones?
You can try.
Reckon
The
we
guards
try
are all
that.
fairly dumbfounded right now. For round 1, now this is going to be a conjoint skill challenge and combat. And it's going to be hard, and I apologize in advance if it doesn't work. But we'll try. Before you guys even have a chance to react, however, with the brakes slammed on, you realize that perhaps it wasn't just the Malice that the brakes are being slammed on for, as the entire front of the train plows into a swamp.
What the fuck?
The whole track is completely submerged as the train plows deep, deep into a swamp. Cars
What
number
the
9
fuck?
to 19 are in the swamp, and from 15 onwards, they're half submerged, and the engine and the coal cart are almost entirely submerged. And you see one of the train drivers swimming out this one side, one of them swimming out the other, and one of them climbing onto the roof while the other one lets out a scream and then begins to be thrashed about Jaws style, and then is eventually pulled under the water.
Any chance that friendly Titan lives around here?
Dinner?
Here, Titan. Here,
Yeah.
Titan.
You guys do notice that a few lumps rising in the black swampy water, just around the train, almost like tumescent growths. Brackish water cascades off them as they lift out of the water and slam in through various windows of the car. Shit's gotten real. So what are you doing? We'll start with an initiative roll, please.
Oh, we're redoing initiative? Okay.
Yes, this is a new encounter.
If only there had been 5 minutes.
Oh, actually, yeah, no, you will count as a short rest.
Oh, thank you so much.
Just manually do it, please, because otherwise it'll clear everyone's initiative.
Fuck, I'm using one more. I want to be fully prepped for this shit.
I don't even know where to start trying to solve this.
We're all gonna die.
Like, the train's fucked. We're not going to be able to get the train going.
So we got the supposed train robbers who were blowing the shit out of the back of the train. We got tentacles in the back of the train. We got Biggie Hydra Badman to the side of us, and a swamp in the front. You guys want to just like abandon mission? Just
Here
go
I
home?
am, stuck in the middle with you.
This is great. We have something glorious to do whichever way we go.
I mean, we've been doing glory stuff for a while now, and honestly, maybe just like want to take a nap.
For once.
Yeah, I mean, we rammed an eldritch horror with the train and closed and sealed. You know, I mean, that's enough glory for a lifetime, right? We saved an
Oh,
entire city.
I didn't do that, and that's the kind of thing I left this unseen court to do. Could be back in Fairy, getting fed peeled grapes.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do that. You want to give us a hookup?
Oh, I don't know if they'd care for you.
Hmm. Hmm.
They're very particular.
Well, I mean, they did let you in.
Wow.
I'm just messing with you. All right, so
Harsh, but also unfair.
so we doing? Is it Severian's turn then, or are we doing top of the round? Or I think Spite's sitting stuff up right now. So
Sorry,
I
what?
still. Oh, I was just asking if it's Severian's turn or top of the round.
Top of the round, sorry.
That's fine. Do we have another map, or is this the map we're gonna?
This is the map of the cart you're on currently. For ease of doing this, I'm going to say that you can only engage things that are in the cart that you're on or immediately next to. So there is no big mallet. There's no enemy right now immediately next to you. It is going to cost you a move action. Sorry, 2 move actions to move from anywhere on a train cart to anywhere on another train cart. Or rather, the end of the next train cart. But from where you are, Tribro, you can spend 2 move actions to get to the next cart to the left, or 2 to get to the next cart to the right. The same would be if you were
Could I
Ryla.
spend one rocket jump?
You can spend 1 rocket jump, I will allow, yes.
What's to the right of us?
Train cart 11.
And he said that is that
Sorry,
descending
to the
or
right,
ascending
13.
order?
You're on train
Oh, okay.
cart 12 right now. And
Alright,
left is
so-
lower, right is higher.
Shit, guys, what do we want to do first? I yell out as a free action.
I think probably the big thing.
Kill the beast.
And how far
Evacuate.
down?
First, we need to find out where the safest place is, evacuate people that way, and kill the beast.
Okay, that requires going in 2 very different directions.
Oh, you just tell people to go in that direction. We got guards. They can do evacuations.
Yeah.
They certainly can't do
Alright.
the beast part.
Hey, bucketheads.
Um,
I assume that's what the B stands for.
yes. And so if I went a cart to the right, I'd be able to attack the beast.
Yes.
But
No, it's at 10, isn't it? Or are you wanting to attack the little tendrils that are coming out of the lake?
oh wait, it's at 10. I thought the robbers were at 10.
Robbers are down at the front, like cart number 1, 2, and 3 currently.
Oh, okay.
So the robbers are in the water?
No. No. The front of the train, which is cart number engine, coal, and 19, are in the water.
Ah, that's confusing.
Sorry.
I guess I'll go one over to the left then, if we're gonna go for the beast first.
Okay.
I want. Should I
Yeah.
expand?
Save it.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it. I'll just move and then downgrade my action to a move action, and go down a cart.
Okay. I'm trying to find. So you're going to cut 10.
Actually, real quick, it doesn't notice us, right? At the moment, like, it's kind of just attacking the train.
Tell yourself that.
Wait, what?
It's not attacking you directly, no.
Okay.
Who knows if it's noticed you or not.
Alright, well then I'll just do this real quick, and who knows? We'll find out if it works in a minute. And then I'll move.
Oh my god, you're so huge.
I'm giant.
He's stealthy ass.
There you go.
Thank you. And as a minor action, I'll just Hunter's Quarry the Beast, and that'll be my turn.
It should be revealed on the combat tracker, is it? Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't have.
Trevor.
I'll rocket jump to the next cart.
Alright. Which way?
Following Ryla.
Sweet. No! It's actually you, like, coming across the top of the screen because you went so high.
I take 12 damage.
Oh, rip.
All the while in the air, quizzing Zambria about anything she's heard about the Malice Beast.
Roll me a history check. Oh, yeah, history check.
She's heard nothing.
She has no.
Then I'll downgrade my major to a move. And it's been a while since I've done this, sorry. It's not within close burst 10 yet, is it?
No. Nah.
That'll be on the next cart. Okay, I end my turn.
Sweet. Before it gets to Severian's, you see a number of the guards down at the end of the carts where these bandits are coming from, shooting at the bandits. There's a bit of a gunfight that breaks out, and they seem to slow them down somewhat. They seem to start engaging them in gunfight around cart 3. Okay, Severian, your turn.
Around cart what number?
3.
So I guess I double move over there.
Okay. Nah, you two are huge.
Bigfoot, where'd my token go?
Onto the other map. Oh, sorry, are you staying on that roof?
No, I want to join them.
Yeah. So I put you on the other map.
Oh, there you go. Excellent.
So the front of the train is 1, right? That's where the swamp is.
Sorry, can you ask me that again?
The front of the train is direction of where the wine cart is. That's where the swamp submerging part is.
You say the wine cart?
The Duan.
The Juan cart? No.
Yeah, Duan.
The front of the train is cart 19.
So that's where it's currently half submerged,
Yes.
and currently looks the safest place to be if you don't go into the puddles.
That's certainly the furthest from the other places. Whether that's safe isn't clear.
I guess I'll go tell the guards to help evacuate people to the back of, to the front of the train, and do the double move to hop over.
Okay. Shouting all the way.
Yeah, okay. Get to the front. Get to the higher numbers.
People are going, what are you talking about? Numbered cards is an abstract. Ah. Okay. That was always the guards. These ones here are gonna. They're actually gonna head downstairs, and they're gonna start getting people evacuated to the front of the train as well. Now, the Malice smashes into the train. You see a second person dragged from the window and thrown into the swamp, where they're most certainly killed. But no one reacts to you guys yet. You guys haven't done anything to piss it off. Ryla, you're up.
Oh, that's about to change. So I can. Can I safely assume it hasn't noticed me?
Can't safely assume it, but it's not giving you any attention right now.
Alright, for the purposes of mechanically my stealth, would I be able to get combat advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
No one's engaged it yet, so I'll say yes.
Alright,
It's busy eating other people.
as a minor action, does that break stealth? I don't know. Who knows? The question is, should I give a shit if it does? Alright, you know what, as a minor action, I'm gonna cast Darkfire at it.
Okay.
Maybe it'll actually work this time.
Nah.
Holy shit, it actually worked. Unbelievable.
Second time ever.
Dark fire!
And also... Oh, wait, yeah. So everybody has, until the end of my next turn, a +4 bonus to their attack roll against it.
+4.
You
Yeah.
can't even attack it from here, though.
Sure you can.
Yeah, he's adjacent. If you have the range, you can do it.
And, I'm gonna shoot it twice.
Do it.
Oh, hold on.
You got it once.
Sorry, it's been a while since I've actually done this.
So is there a map I'm not seeing, or how are you targeting it?
Oh, I'm just targeting it via the combat tracker.
I'm gonna take that
It's-
attack 4 off him, because he's gonna be able to hit you all even easier with that.
Oh, damn it! It's the way it's set up on the page. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're meant to target your allies, and then shift drag it onto it. that'll cause
Okay. Well, they can all just pretend.
Yes. Just pretend.
So should we all give ourselves a +4, or
Yeah, but until the end of my next turn, yeah.
To attack rolls, right?
Yes.
Target.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I forgot to drag it on again. Yeah, my bad.
There you go. He took.
Think No. I'm gonna action point.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to do that on it. Oh, whoops. I'll drag that on. I'm sorry. And
Wish I hadn't used my daily on Boone.
I'm I'm gonna knock on him.
Hell yes! Don't go flying off the side of the train.
Oh boy, I probably will. This is gonna be fun.
Or do that. That'd be good too.
I'm gonna shout out, "Somebody catch me!" Ah, damn it! Jeez. Oh, that's at a minus, isn't it? Per barrel, right?
Yeah.
So that would be minus. How many barrels are there?
Seven, I think.
Oh, firing all 7 bullets. Yeah. All right. I guess it's minus 9 actually. Does the 20 still hit it?
Ooh, don't know. What is it versus AC?
Yeah.
Exactly, yes.
Fantastic.
It's very lucky.
Yeah, it is. Oh, hold on. And I mean, I failed my endurance. Just I'm not even bother rolling that.
So you knocked the fuck back.
Yep. I dropped the weapon and take a -2 penalty to weapon attacks in with my right arm until short rest. Oh, and actually, I probably should check real quick. DC 17. Oh no, never mind. I'm prone, deafened, and dazed.
So what the fuck is that?
That's my knock gun.
It is a not a homebrew item. It is a 7-barrel, 30-pound shotgun.
Yeah, it's actually part of the game. It's fun.
You should have got one that fired beavers, man.
I should have. So I'll throw those effects on myself.
Got to make Dan share the map for Cart 10. Because I'm going to rocket jump over to the next one.
Oh dear.
Taking 14 points of damage.
Jeez, you're gonna die before you get.
And I'll use my free action shift 1 square.
How do I put my
And-
fucking Warlock's curse on it?
Drag the icon from the powers page and drop it onto the Screaming Malice on the combat tracker.
You don't want to do that though, because those effects are just damage bonuses.
Oh,
So-
that's right.
Oh,
just-
I put it on myself.
Yeah, those you click and they'll apply to yourself, and you click that once per turn when you're attacking your cursed target. You can make an effect that doesn't do anything mechanically, but will mark him as your cursed target, which you can do.
Right, so I'm going to mark him as my Oath of Enmity target.
Yeah,
Fuck, I've got no dailies left.
Yeah, it's going to be a real problem.
I'm gonna overwhelming strike it. Why not?
Do it.
I'd like to switch places with it for shits and giggles.
No, it is immune to anything that move, any forced movement.
Darn.
And it is also, unfortunately, immune to conditions. Sorry, Rayla.
Oh,
What?
damn it.
God damn it.
Wait, does that mean it's immune? Is a poison a condition?
Yep.
Shit. That seems unfun.
Get that Venom Handmaster, yo.
That's like late, isn't it? Or is it a sure feat? I can't remember.
Feet.
Fuck. I action point.
Okay.
And
Oh man, we're so dead.
Okay, how close to it can I get exactly?
From there, you can get up to where Moriel. No, you can't. You can get up to within 4 squares of the right-hand side of the green train. So anywhere up to there, basically.
Okay, towards the top of the train, I can actually reach it from there, I guess.
Oh, yahoo! There you
Okay, so that's a move action.
go. That's 2 move actions, so you need to spend your standard to do that too.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I'm gonna, as a minor, I'm gonna Divine Challenge it. Let me do that.
Okay. Oh, also before your turn, you guys hear a cry of pain as one of the guards dies, and so does one of the bandits. There's now about 5 guards left and about 8 bandits.
And they're like on cart 3.
Yes.
That's a lot of fucking move actions to get. That's a lot of. So that's 7 rounds to get there.
Mhm.
I'm rooting for the guards because they are only hope to deal with that at any reasonable time.
Gonna action point. And
You really want us to know what an action point is?
I really do.
Oh, wow, did not know that.
Ugh.
Ah, you missed him, bugger.
Let's hero.
Okay. Remember, you have your rerolls if you really want to hit him.
Ugh, I'm trying to juggle a lot of or like Fantasy Grounds map windows.
Sorry, what do you need, Bert?
That's more like it. Did that include the? I don't think I included the Warlock's Curse.
No, so you need to click that before you roll the damage. But that's right. Roll a d6, I think. Yeah, you currently.
D10 since it's challenged and cursed.
Oh, nice. So roll a d10, and I'll add it to him. Your mark, however, does not apply to him.
What?
So he is still marked for purposes of your mechanics. However, he will not lose 2 points for attacking something other than you to his attack roll.
Boo.
So he just shits all over
Everything.
defenders.
He shits all over everything.
I'm just gonna go fucking deal with the bandits.
I mean, technically, cursed is a condition, marked is a condition, so he would be immune to all of that, but I think that's dumb, and I think that's probably not intended. I think it's more intended that he does not suffer from the negative effects of conditions, and that's how I'm going to choose to run him. So you can still curse him, still mark him, still make him your oath, blah blah blah, but you can't blind him or he won't take your negatives to his attack. That's the idea.
Fortunately, iBite makes me invisible.
Nice.
Only to him, so I don't know if that applies. But
Yep, I can make it so only he gets affected by that. Sweet. That's your turn. What's up, you're up.
I'll double move over to the next train.
Okay.
Just plonk me down anywhere.
Okay.
Right there's fine. That size is fine. Wait, I'm probably actually there so I can actually go and attack him next time. Would probably be a good idea. So that leaves with my minor action. So I will do Form of Mountain Thunder, since marking is fucking useless.
It's not useless if you have anything that works by marking, but you won't get a -2. Like, he's not gonna.
So I would still be able to do the interrupts.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you will be able to have anything that triggers off conditions you put on him, but he will not suffer the -2 for attacking other targets.
But he will suffer the -3 then? No. Sweet.
You got my week.
Real quick, you
Romar's
guys.
probably-
Remember, everything's at a +4 right now to attacks. So
I'm
you.
not next to him.
Oh, that's right.
Well, in that
But,
case, Severian, get your hero point back because you would have hit with Ibite in the first time.
Oh,
After Orzov's turn, a number of the tentacles that are slamming into the carts everywhere begin to shred and shed and throw themselves around, and each of the ends of the tentacles seem to be now things that are minds of their own. Maybe 1 meter to 1.5 meters of the tentacles detach and become Malice spawns, and then a further mouth grows out from where they detached, pushing past rotten and necrotic flesh from where it rapidly decayed and detached itself. And the train roofs fill with these fucking Malice spawns. Yay! And
Yay.
Ryla's all by himself.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
oh no.
Oh, your day is deafened and blinded.
I'm prone.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
Somebody save me!
Nah, don't even go.
That was a whole nother round.
This one here is going to charge Tribro. And hit.
It takes 5 damage.
Sweet. And it dies. Is that an interrupt or a reaction?
Doesn't affect any enemy that makes an attack against me. Hit or miss. Takes 5 damage.
Sweet. So that'll be a reaction then. Okay. This one is going to charge you as well. Hopefully he hit. Nope, he dies. He just dies. Just ceases to be. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and then it's going to charge all off. It's going to learn.
Oh my god, they have brains.
So move past me so I can
Nah,
take
it
an
went down
opportunity
around.
attack.
Went
Oh.
down around. It steered clear. You've already just killed 2 without doing anything to it. This one's going to move up to Orza. This one is going to move up to Severian, provoking an attack from Orza. So he misses. And this one, 1, 2, 3, is going to move to Quinn. So Orza, if you get a up attack at the one that just went past. God damn it, I was like, yes, I rolled an 18 again. Nope. That was your roll.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's alright.
What are -2 to my defense? Is that from being prone? Yeah, has to be.
Yeah. Okay, so now I need to. This thing has 5 heads around it. These are the tokens that will not be targetable. When you're targeting these heads, they are attached to it, so just target it. They share its HP and defense. It is going to move along, and as it does so, each of these can move within 5 feet of where it's moving. It is going to provoke an
Does that mean
opportunity
I can
attack.
take it up?
Yeah.
Cool.
And its heads are going to attack you 3. The heads do not provoke opportunity attacks, only the body itself.
It's not a reaction attack. It's just a if I get hit, it takes 5 damage. Not even a reaction.
Does Divine Challenge apply?
What aspect of it?
The damage that it takes for attacking people who aren't me. Or is this a multi-attack that includes me, in which case it's fine?
This is a multi-attack. There's going to be each of these is a smashing head, basically. It's just, it's said to be engaging those spots, if that makes sense. You can attack them on your turn, but it is still itself. Hard to explain. So it gets a standard action for each head. So it's not a multi-attack, actually. They're each individual attack.
Oh, well then, they're going to be taking some Divine Challenge damage.
Okay.
So you think it's 1 attack on me and 2 attacks on not me?
2 attacks on you, 1 on Orzhov and 2 on Trabro. The ones at Trabro are going to be at -5 because they're adjacent to the body. So the first one is going to try and be a smashing smash. Yay, it hits. Cool.
Takes 5 damage.
Yep, it does. So 5 damage to the main creature. You drop that on him.
Yep.
You take 27 points of damage and are pushed 1 square. Or you can choose to take half that damage and fall prone and not be pushed. So you can fall prone to take half that.
Damage.
Okay. Sweet. So give yourself 13 hit points back. The other head is just going to bite you because it thought that one was going to smash you away. And fangs, as long as your arm graze your body as it clamps some more around you. And
That's 10 damage so far.
yep. And frigid tar slathers your skin where it bites into you, making it hard for you to pull yourself free. You are now grabbed. The one up by so that's the 2 for Trabro, sorry. One up by Severi. It's going to do a close burst 1. It's going to affect both Severian and Orzov.
Ugh.
And you are going to get... your ears are fine because it shrieks, but it seems to have a mouthful of swamp water, which it does sound horrendous, but you feel like maybe it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Fucking useless piece of shit. As the other two try to smash you both. Smash you, sorry, Severian. Oh dear.
Are you kidding me?
So do you want to take half the damage and fall prone and not be pushed? Or do you want to take the
I
full
sure
damage?
do.
Yeah, cool.
I'll
Good
take
thing.
half damage. I've got to get up from prone as a minor action thing.
That is good. Because that would have hurt. You take 16 damage and you fall prone.
This thing isn't even bloody.
No. Taking 140 damage at the moment.
Does it finish its turn?
Jesus.
Yes, that is the end of his turn.
Takes another 5 damage.
For being next to you.
Well, that was worth having.
I sure wish we had a cleric.
It'll be fine.
I don't
Yeah.
don't think so.
However, at the start of Quinn's turn, that's round 3. I'm going to stop there because it's 5 past when I want to go to sleep because I have work in the morning. And it would behoove you to have a cleric here. Perhaps it would be a good time
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dimitri to turn up next time we play. But yeah,
That would be cool.
there is quite a lot more going on here, so this is not going to finish tonight. But yeah, all shit's breaking loose. Surprised you guys didn't pick up the hunting rifles and blast things with them. But yeah,
I can't shoot range stuff. I don't know how to use a gun.
Is it grabbing me with its mouth?
one of its mouths. It doesn't have a mouth. It has a multitude of tendrils.
But they've got little mouthy parts on the end.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like each of those is a mouth. It's not like its main one mouth or anything.
So if I
cricket
like,
and eating its own face, like one tentacle eating the other.
oh, that would work. I was thinking of just like, can I turn on my rocket belt and just rocket down its throat?
And then take more damage.
I'm happy for you to try. You might just end up being digested by 1,000 heads, but yes.
Wait, it's got heads on the inside?
Well, I don't know. You can go find out.
Yeah, seems like a good idea.
There were hunting rifles?
I did say that at the start. All the rifles
You did.
from what the safari was going to be, they were still on the roof when you guys saw this thing.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's better than my guns though, so yeah.
And I can't shoot.
Probably not better than the knock gun, to be honest.
Nothing's better than the knock gun.
No, that is pretty. But yeah, thanks guys for the game. I hope you had a good time. I know it was only 2.5 hours, but I had to stop early.